Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Just wanted to share a couple of cards I made. I will be submitting this video to a design team call for Sherry Baldy's My Besties here on YouTube. So the first card I have is with one of her newer images. They're in the Fluffy collection, which I absolutely love, probably because I am fluffy myself. So I really love the images she has. This lady here is, of course, getting ready to go to the movies or at the movies, enjoying her popcorn and soda, and she's got her little program there. And I'm going to bring her in a little bit closer so you can see. And I wanted you to see the gold stickles I used for her earrings. I love bling and I love my stickles. So, got her all collared up. I thought she turned out pretty good. And one of my favorite colors is red. And as you can tell by all the red, and I always think of the traditional colors, I guess, for movies. For me, are the red and white of the popcorn container, and the black marquee, and the black film strip. So I used when I saw her, I knew I wanted to create something with the red, black, and white theme. And I got the images to cut out on my Cameo of the film strip, the marquee, and the popcorn box, as well as the popcorn over at Miss Kate's Cutables. So all of those pieces came together in one file, and I think it was like $1.29 or something. So it wasn't bad. That way you're able to size them to whatever you want. You can cut out as how many as you want, and that file is yours, forever. And I used a lot of stickles, trying to get it where you can see. I probably, in hindsight, should have just used glitter paper, but I really wasn't sure. And then the more I kept adding, the more I wanted. So there are a lot of stickles on this card, even on the popcorn box. The whole marquee is stickles. Then I used some gold shimmer paper for the stars. And I used 3 different colors of yellow paper for the popcorn. And it still didn't have enough depth or dimension for me. So I took my Copics and I went in and just did some little, if you can, trying to get them where you can see. If you can see the little dots that I put on there, like a kind of a yellowy brown. I think it was Y24 or Y26 that I did the darker spots with. And then I also went over the little curved cut lines to kind of add some dimension in there, a little shading. And then I used pop dots. See, there you go. I used a lot of pop dots in the popcorn as well, so it would have the dimension. On this piece here, I did the same thing with Y24 or Y26. I think I used them both actually. And then when I got to like the lighter shades of popcorn, I popped a few up on pop dots just to kind of give it some dimension there. You can see it now. And then I also put pop dots behind the film strips and underneath my stopper, so it would stop the stop the card from coming down. And it is an easel card. There's a side view, just like that. You can see all the pop dots in there, and it just closes like so. So I have a box I can put it in to ship it, and then just open it back up like that. So I think I'm actually going to give this to one of my friends. We go to the movies probably once a month, so I think I'm going to give this to her. I think she'll get a kick out of it. So that's my first card. Okay. And my second one is a Valentine themed. And it's going to a friend. We're swapping cards for Valentine's Day. And this image is one of Sherry's older images. And I've had her for a long time. And of course, since she had the little hearts, I thought she was perfect for a Valentine's card. And this is another easel card. And I just put some lace behind the layer that's in the front there. Used a heart banner. And then used some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. Those little flowers are from Hobby Lobby. And I think the ribbon's from Hobby Lobby as well. And I used my Copics once again to color this image up. But I did use my Prismacolor pencils in a few areas just to make sure I had some color. Right there is mainly where I used it at, on her wings, underneath her chin there, because it's such a tight spot. I didn't want to bleed onto her face or to her arm. Get that a little bit closer so you can see. And I also used some white gel pen to add some accents in her hair, as well as highlight her eyes, and I put a few dots on her cheeks. I've seen some other card crafters do that with some of the images, and I just thought she needed some little white dots. I just thought it just looked really cute. And then I used a lot of stickles on her as well. So I put just a little bit in her flowers. I don't know if you can see that or not, because it's not, I didn't put very many stickles. And then the little chain on her forehead, I put some gold stickles, as well as her little armband. And then I put stickles on her wings. And I used just a little bit of red stickles on the hearts, just to kind of make them a little bit shiny. So there's not a lot of stickles on the hearts or the real tiny things. It's just hard to get a little amount to come out. But I just wanted, just gave it a little bit of a shimmer, which I liked. Okay, and then these are flat back flowers with little rhinestones, and I think I got those off eBay. And I think they're listed for acrylic nails to put on top of artificial nails, but they work great, I think, on my card here, as well as these little flat back heart, I think they're called cabochons. And then I used a bow for my stopper to keep my card from falling down, so it stops with that. Let you get one more look at it. We'll do the side view. And I did put a couple of pop dots behind her, just so she would stand out a little bit. I don't know if you can't get it where you can see them. There we go. Sorry about that. And you can see where it's an easel card, and it is a scalloped, heart-shaped easel card. I created it with my Cameo. If you have any questions about how to do that, just leave me a comment in the description box below. I'll be happy to show you how. So these are my two cards. I hope that you like them. If you have any questions about anything I've used, just feel free to ask. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.